All right, it is 5:15 on Monday, November 21st, so I will call to order this meeting of the New Ulm Human Rights Commission. First thing on the agenda is the approval of minutes from the 10:27 meeting, and those are attached for everybody to review. You can go ahead and review and ask me if there are questions, comments, or changes. Any questions or changes needed? If not, I would entertain a motion to approve those minutes.
So move.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All approve, say aye. Opposed, same sign. That motion passes. Then next is a review of the monthly financial report, which is also attached. So we have all our expenses on there. We have about 56% of the budget remaining for the year. Any questions on that? Okay. Next item would be the events committee, the HRC sponsored events. The Human Rights Award, which is the next thing we have coming up. There's a few things attached here. First is the press release about nominations that went out on 11/10, and that is just the press release that talks about the Human Rights Award and how to submit, and has a deadline on it. I did write a letter to the editor on behalf of the Human Rights Commission. We submitted it last week. It has not appeared in the paper yet, but that is also attached. We thought, again, from the last meeting that we might get a little bit more exposure with a letter to the editor. And then the nomination form is also attached for your review. So, like I said, the deadline is December 19th, and then we can review the nominations at the next commission meeting. Any questions on that?
Is it also on the city website?
I have to double check. I know we talked about that, but we'll have to check on that. I believe they were going to post it, but I never double checked. So I check with Lisa.
Encourage people to share it as well so that we get more exposure.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Good call. All right, Education Committee report. First item is the follow-up of the issues raised during the vision impairment session. So they did bring that, but the city manager will be able to come to December or January meeting, and then he'll be here to discuss the concerns that were raised during that session. So that's the plan for that. And then Living Without Limits session 2. So the education subcommittee is meeting on the 1st to continue planning. Any other comments on that?
Nope, just couldn't find a time that we could all meet.
It's a hard time of year.
We still can't all meet, I don't think, on this time, so doing
What's
our
the
best.
next, do you know what the next subject is, or are you deciding that? Okay.
We'll decide that at the meeting. I mean, we have a couple ideas, but yeah, we haven't decided which one to do next.
Awesome. And then they're also meeting with as you guys remember, the Reconciliation Ride representatives came to our last meeting. They're just going to begin by meeting with the Education Subcommittee. That doesn't mean the Education Subcommittee has to take that on, but just to kind of start, we were thinking about maybe something along the lines of what we were doing with the Living Without Limits series, kind of an educational thing. The ride is coming up in December, so a little bit close to like planning an activity, but we thought maybe education, and it doesn't have to be right around the ride time. We can kind of be more thoughtful about planning it and just bringing that education. So we'll see what the committee comes back with.
Yep, they've been invited. I'm not sure if I haven't heard back if they're attending, so
Okay.
I think Lisa was trying to
Get a hold of them.
that to go as well. So we may or may not have an update on that
Okay,
next time.
sounds good. Any other questions or comments on the education committee? Legislative update. I do not have anything. Does anybody else have anything they wanted to call out? Okay. City council liaison, be a quick meeting.
Yeah, there was nothing from the city council meetings. I watched them, and that's all I got.
Awesome. Hearing nothing else, that's all we have on the agenda for the night. So our next meeting.
May I share something
Yeah,
with you?
absolutely.
I and 3 other people from New Ulm, including 2 city council people and the city manager, attended the National League of Cities conference or annual meeting. And the focus basically was on leading with dignity. And there were so many excellent sessions on working across the table, working across disagreements as far as a position on anything or diversity. And I was so surprised, first of all, that so many sessions focused on that. But given the climate in which we're living, it certainly is appropriate. So sometime I'd like to just share with you some of the materials that I brought along. But we just got back yesterday, so maybe at the next meeting, just
Yeah.
kind of walk through it because
That'd be
it's
amazing.
really interesting information. And there's a particular group that is now doing workshops and facilitating cities and organizations to lead and to interact with dignity. So just wanted to share that with you.
Awesome. That'd be wonderful.
Yeah, okay.
Perfect. Thank you. All right, hearing nothing else. The next meeting is Monday, December 22nd. With that, entertain a motion to adjourn.
Is this the shortest meeting ever
I have to say,
on record?
very close.
We'll have to look in the archives
Right.
to verify. So moved.
All right, do we have a second?
Second.
All approved, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. All right, that motion passes. This meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everybody, very much for taking the time.
Thank you for your leadership.
You're welcome.